I just keep seeing more and more and more stories and seeing more and more violence going on, and it's just like, damn. What's up, YouTube? It's Brittany, Fuchsia, and you're watching Brown Skin Sisters. Okay, so I was on YouTube today and I came across this video, and it says, woman fights off would-be kidnapper in Chicago. Now the craziest thing about this is, okay, I'm not going to actually give it away. We're just going to react to it.
Now to a frightening attempted kidnapping caught on camera in Chicago. A woman nearly abducted in broad daylight. And this morning, we're hearing from her exclusively. Alex Perez is in Chicago with that. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning, Michael. Authorities say this all unfolded very quickly. The woman who was almost kidnapped immediately started screaming and was able to get away.
This morning, authorities in Chicago hunting for this suspect after a chilling attempted kidnapping caught on camera. Watch closely. The suspect, police say, in that minivan Sunday had moments earlier tried to kidnap a 45-year-old woman at this nearby park. Terrified, the woman doesn't want to be identified, but she's speaking out this morning to GMA.
A gentleman comes out of his van and starts walking towards me, and then I realized something wasn't right, and I started clipping it a little faster, and then he grabbed me.
She says the alleged kidnapper grabbed her arm and tried to shove her in the van. That's when Thomas James, a passenger in that sedan, and Jonetta Henderson, his Lyft driver, tried to help.
So I'm screaming. He's pulling me towards the van. I'm at the door. I'm grabbing the door. He's knocking my head against the door, trying to knock me out.
I got out of the passenger side door and started yelling at the assailant, just laugh. Hey, he was distracted or flustered enough that the potential victim here was able to free herself and get away.
That's when Jonetta tried to block the minivan, but it got away.
In case he got her in the vehicle, I wanted to block the van so he couldn't get away at that time with her in there.
Still shaken, the woman who was nearly kidnapped, grateful Thomas and Jonetta stepped in to help.
It takes guts for y'all to do that, because like you were saying, who knows, he could have pulled out a gun, and you put your life in jeopardy for me, someone you didn't even know, both of you, and you are a hero. You both are.
Now, authorities did recover that minivan, but they're still searching for the suspect. They're hoping someone will recognize him. Guys?
Oh, well, thank goodness those two Good Samaritans were there. We appreciate that. Thank you, Alex.
This is why I don't feel safe leaving the house unless I'm with other people or I'm armed. And since, honestly, it doesn't make any... It's really just scrambling my brain a little bit, because somebody who's crazy like that, you already know they don't care. They just trying to steal a person, and it's not to have cookies and a picnic. It's really not. So, and then it's even shocking, because it's what if those people wasn't driving past? He probably would have knocked her out and kidnapped her. See them. It's just, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I've always known that crimes are out there, things like that. Really, and that it can happen on a daily basis. But it's it seems like it's happening a lot. This is why I don't feel safe for walking anywhere by myself. I don't going nowhere by myself. I've gotten attacked before in broad daylight, and I think there was a comment that was dang, he did this in broad daylight, and I'm these people do not care. They don't care what time of the day is. Their mind is not fixated on, is it dark time, is it light time, is it 1 o'clock? They really do not care. If they want to try to get you, they will try to get you no matter what time it is. There was another story that I heard about that happened a few months ago, and a woman was on a train or waiting for a train, and a guy was literally trying to saw her in front of everybody out there. These people don't care. Yeah, we did watch that video. Yeah. I was like, what the hell? They don't care. Did they help her? Yeah, they helped her. Of course they did. Thank God. I can't say of course, because there are people who won't help. They will literally watch. But and record. I'm just so thankful that she was able to get away, that somebody saw her, because when I got attacked, I was by myself. Nobody saw me. I was screaming for my life. Nobody heard me. Thank to God this fool let me go. And I lived to talk about it, and we ended up finding him and he got arrested. It's insane. But anyway, let's finish watching this because there's more information about this one fool.
New details about the man accused of attacking 3 women over the weekend within hours of appearing in court and being released. Kidnap Ewing is facing 3 felony charges for attempted kidnapping and aggravated battery. Our Tara Molina is back on this story, digging into Ewing's lengthy background. And Tara, his victims want to know how he was back on the street.
Joe, we're asking the state's attorneys and judges' offices that same question. Of course, victims really want answers here today because he just faced a judge over the weekend, and within just hours of that release, he attacked 3 women. Kidnap Ewing has a long criminal history here in Chicago. The 3 felony charges he faces now aren't his first, leaving one of his 3 victims, still uncomfortable showing her face or using her name, asking how he was out on the street and able to attack her Sunday.
Was his other cases considered, or his background? I mean, there just has to be something that I don't understand.
Within hours of appearing before a judge for failing to register as a sex offender, released this weekend with only his signature, police say Ewing attacked her and 2 others, all 3 attacks in less than an hour. She was first. He exposed himself, lunged at her, and pulled her in. She bit him twice and got away. Then an attempted kidnapping in the West Loop. Police say Ewing tried to pull a 45-year-old woman into the van in this iPhone video, punching her in the head, then taking off in that same van his first victim identified when people approached. Then the 3rd attack. Ewing was seen on surveillance cameras urinating into a bottle, later pushing a 25-year-old woman who was walking into the Harrison Street CTA station, pouring the bottle of urine all over her, then telling her she deserved it.
It sounds like he became increasingly more violent after my attack.
His first victim telling us she was shocked to learn about his record and that he had just been released.
I'm just really disappointed. I'm really kind of upset to know that this is someone that should not have been on the street, that we were aware that was dangerous.
She said something needs to happen now.
The community needs to be protected, and women need to be better protected than this, because this was clearly somebody that was dangerous.
That's just crazy. And they just keep letting him out. It's just crazy.
First of all, we need...
Until he kills somebody, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Around-the-clock cameras everywhere. I mean literally everywhere. I don't care if it's in a dark, backless alley. Make sure that those cameras can see in the dark. Put cameras everywhere. We also need more cops. And also the police department needs to be more diversified. A lot of departments need to be more diversified, but we'll get into that another time. The point is, this man should not be allowed to walk the street. He's clearly a danger.
Like I said, they're gonna wait till he kills somebody. And like his first victim said, he got worse right after he attacked me.
Literally.
The next thing is he gonna kill somebody.
Yep.
And I'm like, what else can you say? Like, that's literally what I'm thinking they just want him to do. Like, they just want him to kill somebody because everything about this dude is just trash. Like they said, he have a whole record.
Yeah.
Why he is still out here in the world. This just makes me think of Jeffrey Dahmer. How many times did they get, like, how many times was the cops caught on him? How many times did these things go unnoticed?
How many times did they blow it off?
Right, how many times did they pretend like nothing was going on? They brush stuff underneath the rug and pretend like, oh, you know, it's okay, it's just a random thing. No, these people really do be out here, and the system is not doing nothing.
Nope.
Do y'all not have enough jails, enough prisons? Like, what the fuck is the problem? Because we can't even, as women, can't even feel safe.
Nope.
Like, this is why I walk around with pepper spray in my bag that I got from Amazon.
This is why I'm going to get some pepper spray.
And we go as a group.
Yeah,
we don't go by
ourselves.
ourselves. Like I said, like, it's crazy out here. Like, it's every, I can't even say every year is getting worse. Like, every second is getting worse. Like,
yeah.
I just keep seeing more and more and more stories and seeing more and more violence going on. And it's just like, damn. Like, are you even safe in your home? Like, what the fuck? Like, right now, the home seems like the safest place to be. Like, I don't even sometimes want to go out anywhere. I don't want to look at people.
Yeah, this is why we are
homebodies.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, homebodies. This is exactly why we are like that now. I mean, I was like this before I realized how dangerous it is out there. But it's worse now. I'm like, see, if we don't have to go out, we're not going out. And on top of that, we don't like to be in a place for too long either. We'd like to be in and out because nobody got time for that. No.
Yeah. But ladies, all I want to say is just be safe.
Make sure you're protecting yourself.
Pepper spray, whatever y'all need to get that's in y'all area, y'all local city, because I know there's different regulations for each city.
Pay attention to your surroundings.
Right. Don't be having your face in your phone
or a book or
in your
like
tablet.
Yeah.
Don't be listening to loud music in your ears.
Definitely don't.
Especially if you like by yourself. Like, I know not everybody can have somebody there with them 24/7.
At least tell somebody where you are.
How we are, but like, do your best to protect yourself. Like, don't ever be afraid to get strapped. Don't ever be afraid to walk around with pepper spray or box cutters, whatever. Again, legally.
Yeah, look up the conceal and carry laws in your state, and go through those and see what in your parameters what you could do to protect yourself the legal way. Definitely do that, because this is getting ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So we'll see y'all in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Please.